Hello. What things that mess your mind and you cannot think twice? Now I'm gonna give you 5 simple things that mess with the mind. Number 1. The food variety effect. Christmas is full of sugar, tinsel and weight gain. The festival season is notorious for leaving extra padding. Even though people eat more during this time, they are often surprised by the amount of weight that greets them in January. This is largely due to a phenomenon known as the variety effect. Nature has a way of curbing the appetite. The longer the tongue deals with the same texture or flavor, the more one's appetite diminishes. Presto, the meal ends without gorging oneself. However, the mechanism fails when people graze at buffets. Different food delays the desire to stop eating because the flavor and texture will keep changing. This is why something as simple as meal with several courses can fool just about how much they consume in one setting. Number 2. Left and right. Yes. Turn left, get right. Left-right confusion is surprisingly common. Sometimes it leads to refined mistakes, like the pair of surgeons who once removed the wrong kidney and the patient died. Even more disturbing, when more medical professions were tested, too many identified the incorrect eye booked for surgery. The problem grows when there is pressure to pick a side. A passenger giving direction to a speeding driver is also more likely to say, "Turn that way," and end up with wrong place. Two directions, a simple confusion. Despite countless attempts, scientists still do not know why this happens. They have assumptions, though, that the brain's way of processing the different sides is more complicated than just looking one way or the other. Number 3. Color changes when the brain bubbles light. When that happens, things can get nasty online. Take a Tumblr post in 2015, for example. It showed a dress, which was simple enough, but two factions were soon at each other's throats. The one side insists that the garment was blue and black. The rest called them idiots because the dress was clearly white and gold. Nobody lied. Things just went a bit haywire in the brain department. In this case, when the brain succeeded in sponging the object's light, people saw the real dress, the one that was blue and black. But the white and gold crowd fell full to a simple switch. Instead of focusing on the material's wavelength, their brains gave more love to the source of light around it, probably the daily light. Number 4. Eye contact freaks out the brain. According to body language books, people who don't maintain eye contact might just be untrustworthy characters. However, there is now evidence that the Weasel factor is not the entire story. Those who cannot stare at another person while holding a sparkling conversation are experiencing an unusual effect. Our brains use the same regions for taking and thinking, talking and thinking, and keeping eye contact. Sometimes this causes a mental traffic jam. This conclusion came from a small Japanese study, but the outcome suggested that the brain struggles with the combination of focusing on a face and thinking of word to say. The effect awareness when the conversation uses new or difficult phrases. To cope, the befuddled brain tries to single task by making the person feel that he has to avert his eyes. Number 5. Crossed arms can bring pain relief. There are plenty of ways to stop the pain, but pills and push aside the future of pain relief could include physiotherapists, determination, pulses to confuse the brain. A small study in 2011 showed that the idea might not be as ludicrous as it sounds. Many people agree to be zapped by a laser. After being burned on their hands, they crossed their arms to see if the simple act could reduce the pain. The participants reported that their hands felt better and their EEG caps, which measured the brain's electrical mode, said the same thing. Apparently, the noggin is used to the left hand touching the left side of the word. The same way the right hand and side. Crossing the arms places the injured hand on the wrong side and tricks the brain into weaker pain awareness. This is the theory anyway. But for a new pain therapy still in its infancy, the scientific evidence is looking good. Thank you for watching. As always, like this video, share it and subscribe. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram account. See you next episode. Goodbye.